Hello, this is Unit 6, Travel. Let's get started. Listen and repeat. What's the most interesting place you've ever been to? You've ever been to. The most interesting place you've ever been to. What's the most interesting place you've ever been to? I think the most interesting place I've ever been to is Thailand. Well, because I've been there a few times, and whether you go to places in the north or the south, the city or the beach, there's a lot to offer, there's a lot to do, there's a lot to see. Some parts of Thailand are really quiet and peaceful, and some are really busy and crazy. How about you? So you can pause the video, and if you're with a partner, practice with them, or if you're alone, you can just provide your own answer. Okay, let's work on the vocabulary. So listen and repeat. Oceans, deserts, islands, rivers, mountains, countries, continents, cities. So you can pause the video and put the words in the blanks above the pictures. And then come back. All right, here are the answers. So I'm going to ask the question, what's number one, etc. And you're going to say it's, and then the answer. So what's number one? It's islands. That's an island. What's number two? It's mountains. That's a mountain. What's number three? It's cities. Let's just write the word. So in the picture, you might only see one thing, island, mountain, city, but we're talking about them in the plural form. That's what we normally do in English. I like islands. I like to hike mountains. I prefer big cities. All right, so what's number four? It's countries. Korea, the US, Canada, Germany, etc. What's number five? It's deserts with one S. Deserts are normally hot. What's number six? It's rivers. Rivers are often fast. What's number seven? It's oceans. There are 7 oceans in the world. Actually, I have this backwards. Number 4 is not countries, it's continents. North and South America, or just America, Africa, Europe, Asia, etc. What's number 8? It's countries. Good. Okay, we got it right. Good job. So now the dialogue. Listen and repeat. So Yoon, I'm planning on taking a trip next summer. That sounds fun. Where are you going to go? I'm not sure yet. I've been to Japan and China already. Really? Japan is one of the cleanest countries. And China is one of the cheapest. That's true. Maybe I'll go to Thailand. They have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Yeah, you're right. And it's one of the cheapest places. But it's also one of the hottest. How about you? Where do you want to travel to? Well, I don't like hot weather. So maybe I'll go to Russia or Sweden. That's a good idea. Those are some of the coldest countries on Earth. Okay, now let's practice this conversation. You can do it with a partner or with me. If you're doing it with me, I'm going to read the first part, you can read the second, and then we're going to switch. If you're doing it with a partner, you can pause the video. All right. Here we go. So Heather, I'm planning on taking a trip this winter. I'm not sure yet. I've been to lots of countries in Asia already. That's true. Maybe I'll go to South America. They have some of the most beautiful cities and mountains in the world. How about you? Where do you want to travel to? That's a good idea. Those are some of the most amazing cities on Earth. Okay, and now you're first and I'm second. That sounds exciting. Where are you going to go to? Really? Brazil is one of the most exciting countries in the world. Yeah, you're right. And it's also one of the most dangerous places. But it has some of the best food and beaches. Well, I don't like big cities, so maybe I'll just go to some small countries in Eastern Europe where they have smaller cities. Okay, and now pronunciation. Listen and repeat. Pronunciation. Pronunciation. And today we're looking at the la sound, la, which is written with L. So just listen and look at my mouth. La, Laos, like. Large, lake, island, place, world, clean, cold, old, small, beautiful. So when I make that sound, or when you make it, where do we need to put our tongue? Like, la, large, small. Yeah, your tongue should be touching the back of your top teeth, right here. So if this is your mouth and these are your teeth, your tongue should be coming up, pop, 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 hitting the back of your front teeth. If your tongue is coming up like this, if this is your tongue and you're pulling it up and pushing it back, that's not correct. You're going to get the r sound, the R sound. You want your tongue to come up and touch the back of your front teeth. So let's try that again. So listen and repeat. La, Laos. like, large, lake, island, place, world, clean, cold, old, small, beautiful. Good job. Okay, and now our conversation practice. Remember our system. You need to have real conversations. You shouldn't be reading, at least not after one or two partners. Be interested in your partner and ask lots of follow-up questions. Remember who, what, when, where, how, why. And when you want to switch, ask how about you, or what about you, or and you. So start with a topic question, and then who, what, when, where, how, why, at least one or two of those. And then how about you, and switch, and more follow-up questions. And then you can change the topic question. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not math or science, but you do need to have a system so you can have an organized conversation, and so that the conversation will be interesting and will last at least a few minutes. Okay. So let's practice the questions first. And these are just examples. You can change them. You can make your own. All right, here we go. Number one, what's the most interesting place you've ever been to? What's the most dangerous place you've ever been to? The most expensive, the hottest, etc. Number two, what countries are smaller than Korea? What cities are bigger than Busan? Number three, what's the hottest place you've ever traveled to? The coldest, the craziest, the dirtiest. Number four, what's the dirtiest city in the world? The cleanest country, the coldest city, etc. Number five, what's the most dangerous country in the world? The most dangerous city in Korea, etc. Okay, now let's practice it. So if you're with a partner, pause the video and work with them. If you're with me, we're going to just practice one or two of the topic questions. So you go first. The hottest place I've ever traveled to was probably Thailand. Thailand's often quite hot. In Celsius, probably 30, 35 degrees. I don't remember. Yeah, I've been to Thailand 5 or 6 times. I've been to Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and some other places. How about you? What's the hottest place you've ever traveled to? Wow, how hot did it get? So what did you do? Did you stay inside or go swimming? And who did you travel with? Okay, a new question. So what's the most dangerous country in the world? Have you ever been there? Would you want to travel there? I've heard that some Central American countries are very dangerous, like Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador. I don't know if I'd want to travel there. I speak Spanish, so I'd like to go to as many Spanish-speaking countries as possible, but I don't think I'd go to one of those countries unless I knew someone there that could help me and guide me, keep me safe. Okay, let's work on the grammar. So we're working on adjectives, comparative and superlative. All right, so you have an adjective like big in the comparative form. is bigger and the superlative form is the biggest. And then some adjectives use not ER and EST like big, but more and the most, such as interesting. The adjective is interesting. The comparative form is more interesting. And the superlative is the most interesting. So don't forget the, whether it's the biggest or the most interesting. So we've got all of these. You can pause the video and finish the chart on your own, or you can just work with me. Either way, here are the answers. So old is short, it goes over here. Old, older, the oldest. What's next? Small. Smaller. Oops. The smallest. What's next? Rich. Richer. The richest. Large goes over here as well. Oops. I'm probably going to need more lines. I'm not sure how many. So where are we here? Large, larger, largest, beautiful, beautiful, like interesting, has more than one syllable. So in case you haven't figured it out, you don't understand. So you use ER, EST for short words, big, old, small, one syllable, sometimes two. And for longer words with 2 or 3 or more syllables, interesting, beautiful, you use the more and most forms. So beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. What's next? We have clean, cleaner, the cleanest. And dirty has 2 syllables. Usually if you have 2 syllables, especially if they end in Y, they go in this section with the shorter words. So we said dirty, but you need to change the Y to IE, right? So dirty, the dirtiest. What's next? Expensive. Yep, over here on the right. Expensive, more expensive, the most expensive. Dangerous, yep, on the right. Dangerous, more dangerous, the most dangerous. Poor, poor, poorer, the poorest. Hot, need more lines. Okay, hot, hotter, double the T. The hottest, double the T again. Cold, colder, coldest. Good job. I think there are 2 more. Amazing. Yep, over here on the right. Amazing, more amazing, and yep, the most. Don't forget the with the EST and most forms. The most amazing. Good. And what's last? Busy. Yep, like dirty. Pretty, prettier, the prettiest. Okay, and some errors that I notice with my Korean students is sometimes they say my most interesting. It's the most interesting, not my. The most interesting. You can say my favorite country is, but it's the most, my favorite. It's probably because in Korean you say something like my most instead of favorite. I think in Korean the word for favorite is the same as the word for most. So anyways, the most or my favorite. Okay, and so now that we've gone over the grammar, you can practice the conversation questions again, alone or with a partner. Don't forget our system. The homework, as usual, is the book, which is for self-study. You can check your own answers, and a paragraph. So make sure your paragraph looks like this. Your writing should go from left to right, left to right, left to right, not top to bottom. This is not a paragraph. So write your paragraph here and then put it here on eClass. It should have 5 or 6 sentences and it should be about the world. And you should use comparative and superlative adjectives like in this chart. Okay. Let's make these red like the others. No, that's orange. And let's make these blue. All right. I think that's it. Yep. So thank you for watching and participating. Good job. If you have questions or comments, leave them below or send me a message, and have a great day. Bye-bye.